From discussing Amanda Nunes' fight at UFC 289 to telling fans that nothing is set in stone and anything can happen, here are Joe Rogan's predictions for the winners of UFC 289. First up, let's dive into what Rogan said about Nunes. This guy has been talking up a storm in interviews and on his podcast, hyping up this powerhouse fighter. Let me tell you, the Lioness is a force to be reckoned with. Joe can't help but gush over her striking power. He's gone as far as showering her with compliments for her incredible grappling skills. Rogan even boldly claimed that Nunes is the GOAT of women's MMA. While talking about the time she knocked out Cyborg in a championship fight, Joe said that it's the pinnacle of awesomeness in terms of KOs. That's some high praise, but the question still remains. Will Nunes win at UFC 289? Joe isn't shy about sharing his thoughts on that either. He's been quite vocal about her chances, and he's got some serious faith in her. Rogan firmly believes that if Amanda does a few key things, she's got a great shot at victory. What are they, you ask? Well, according to Joe, she needs to stick to her game plan and unleash her ferocious striking skills. If she can do that, Joe thinks she'll be downright unstoppable. Now let's talk about her opponent, the fearsome Irene Aldana. These two fighters are going head-to-head, battling it out for the ultimate victory. Nunes boasts an impressive record of 22 wins and only 5 losses. That's no small feat. But Aldana is no pushover either. She's won a brilliant 14 matches and lost 6. It's going to be an intense showdown between these two fierce competitors. But what if Amanda loses? Losing is never fun, but sometimes it serves as a much-needed wake-up call. Even in the worst-case scenario, there's room for growth and learning. Rogan gave us some insider information on her training routine and dedication. This girl doesn't mess around when it comes to putting in the work. It's her unwavering commitment to excellence that sets her apart. She's not just a great fighter, she's a true champion in every sense of the word. Joe admires her drive and the incredible effort she puts into honing her skills. Rogan knows that a fighter's team and coaching staff play a crucial role in their success. He's sung praises for Amanda's team, recognizing the hard work they put in to help her become the formidable force she is. It takes a village to raise a champ, and Amanda's team is a crucial part of that equation, providing the guidance, support, and expertise needed to reach the pinnacle of the sport. Even if the unthinkable happens and Amanda experiences a setback, there's still plenty to admire about her journey. Still, let's not forget, there's also the entire UFC 289 fight card to think about. Rogan is just as hyped as the rest of us. This event is shaping up to be an absolute spectacle, from the explosive prelims to the heart-stopping main card. Joe can't contain his excitement, and he's been talking about it non-stop. Shifting our focus to the co-main event, Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. It's a battle that's bound to leave us on the edge of our seats. And let me tell you, expect to see some fireworks. Oliveira brings a wealth of experience to the table with a jaw-dropping 33 wins under his belt. On the other side, Dariush has 22 victories to his name, but has also faced a few defeats along the way. What does Rogan think about this matchup? Well, he's been raving about the stand-up skills and raw power of both fighters. He's predicting a possible brutal knockout, and who can blame him? Both fighters are known for their incredible striking ability and their killer instinct inside the octagon. Joe recognizes their hard work, dedication, and rapid improvement. He sees the potential in both fighters, and he believes that this fight could be a career-defining moment for the winner. Winning this bout will propel them into stardom and set them up for future title shots. The stakes are sky high. The undercard is also packed with some insanely skilled contenders. Let's start with the mighty Mike Mallet going up against Adam Fugit. Mallet has an impressive record of 9 wins with only 1 loss, but Fugit isn't far behind with 9 wins and 3 losses. Joe's particularly impressed with the grappling prowess on display by both fighters. It's no surprise considering they've honed their skills in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, and Judo. Talk about a triple threat. Joe believes we might witness some slick submission finishes and some unexpected upsets as well. After all, anything can happen in the world of MMA, but it's not just the grappling that has caught Joe's attention. He's also keen to discuss the unique skills of all the fighters on the card. He's praised their fearsome footwork, their brilliant head movement, and their ability to land devastating blows. Rogan's already a big fan of the smaller fighters. He's shared his love for their speed and technical prowess. In his opinion, the lighter weight classes often put on the most exciting fights and also house some of the most underrated talents in the UFC. According to Joe, UFC 289 could be a showcase of the very best striking in MMA, with the lightweight fighters stealing the show. Of course, it's not just about the main events or even the co-main events. There's also the preliminary card, which boasts another set of brilliant fighters. First, we have Matthew Christopher Schnell going head-to-head against David Dvorak. Dvorak is no stranger to success, boasting an impressive track record with only 5 losses and a whopping 20 wins. On the other side of the cage, we have Schnell, who may have faced a few setbacks with 7 losses but still brings 16 wins to the table. It's a clash of skill and determination that's bound to keep us on the edge of our seats. In the light heavyweight category, we've got Khalil Rountree taking on Chris Daukaus. This one promises to be a tough fight as both fighters have an equal number of wins, with 12 victories to their names. However, Rountree has a slight edge with 5 losses compared to Daukaus' 6. Last but definitely not least, we have Nassourdine Imavov facing off against Chris Curtis. This matchup is going to be a true spectacle. Imavov brings 12 wins and 4 losses to the table. But it's a different story for Curtis. This guy has a staggering 30 wins and 10 losses, proving time and time again that he's not one to back down from a challenge. Hold on to your hats, because this is going to be an all-out war. Joe hasn't shared much about the preliminary card fighters just yet. Maybe he'll share his thoughts in the future. I guess we'll have to keep our eyes and ears open for any updates. Speaking of Joe's comments, he's also had a pretty notable discussion about potential fights. He's spoken about a no-holds-barred fight between Joe Jones, the decorated MMA fighter, and Tyson Fury, the renowned boxer. It's a clash of titans that's sure to have everyone buzzing. According to Rogan, Jones's extensive experience in grappling would be the ultimate game-changer in a fight without rules. He firmly believes that Fury would struggle to handle the takedown threat posed by Jones, especially now that he's the newly crowned UFC heavyweight champion. Rogan is convinced that Jones's grappling skills would be too significant for Fury to counter. The UFC 289 fighters aren't safe from Rogan's critiques either. He's been throwing some shade, particularly at fighters like Oliveira. Rogan has questioned their preparation and mental fortitude. He's not afraid to call it as he sees it, pointing out how many fighters have struggled with weight cutting in the past, and wondering how it could affect their performances when it's time to throw down. It's all about being in the best shape, physically and mentally. Joe has also been quick to remind fans that anything can happen in the world of MMA. One punch, one submission, one split-second decision can completely change the trajectory of a fight or even someone's entire career. So whether you're a hardcore fan who lives and breathes MMA or a casual viewer who just enjoys a good fight, UFC 289 has something for everyone. And with Rogan providing his brilliant commentary, it's like adding fuel to an already raging fire of excitement. So, from talking about the unpredictable nature of the sport to discussing Amanda Nunes' fight at UFC 289, these were Joe Rogan's predictions for the winners of UFC 289.